Hello guys, welcome along to Xbox 360 pickup. Although I've got one item I'm going to show you, Xbox One. So let's just get to it. I always have all these plans for my channel and time just seems to get in the way and work and stuff, and then I've got a big pile of games. It's the easiest video today is a pickup video. It's awesome to do now, but I do want to try and get through some of these games and put some gameplay up, and you know, some of the games, that's over 500 Xbox 360 games I've got. So I was wanting, my plan is to go through some of the games that, you know, I've never played and that are not as known, you know, and talk about them. But anyway, let's do this pickup video. First thing I picked up, Xbox One, is a new pad. When I saw this getting released, I thought, I'm wanting this, and it's a lunar white pad for the Xbox One. Absolutely gorgeous pad. Obviously it's out the box already, so here it is. There's a few pads out now, but these are obviously the new one because it's got the 3.5mm headphone jack. In fact, it's down here, I'm pointing there, it's down here. So you put your headphones into that while you're playing the game. I've done that. I didn't know what that was for. Obviously I know what you put in, but I was playing a bit of FIFA, put the headphones in, the sound comes through the headphones. It's got the rubber grips, it's got the gold triggers, it's got the gold D-pad. Absolutely gorgeous. So there's that. The rest of it new here for the Xbox 360. Where did I get that from? I got that from Shop2, £42. That's like a £50, £55 pad. So when I saw it in Shop2 for 42, I thought, I'm getting that. And while I was there, I looked for the Xbox 360 games, and I managed to pick up this Disney Infinity 2.0. £12.85 delivered brand new. The best price I've seen this was 25 quid. So when I saw it for that price, I ordered it right away. And I like the Disney Infinity games. My kids have got it. I've got the first two. Obviously this is Marvel. Comes with Iron Man, Thor and Black Widow. Starter pack, so you get the game in here, you get the platform, you get a couple of power discs. You also get the crystal game, but I don't know what they call that. It's a play set crystal thing, and that's the games for each of these characters, because you can buy individual characters, but if you've not got the crystal game to play their game, it means you can just play on the, what's it called now, toy box mode. So you need the crystal thing in here to play, you know, Thor's game, Iron Man game, because each individual worlds, if you know what I mean. Obviously this 3.0 just came out, Star Wars, which, you know, I need to get that, but obviously the price of that's, you know, 50 quid, and I'll be paying that. I'll just wait and get it. Brilliant. So Xbox 360 games, picked this one up today. I hadn't heard of it. Warhammer Battle March. I've got a Warhammer 40,000 game upstairs, but I didn't know about this one. It's all complete. £2.99, 3 quid. Grid 2. A really nice looking game. I had a wee shot of this. Drifting was really good in it. I've got the first one, and I believe there's another one. I can't remember the name of it, but there's 3 of them, so let's make it the first 2. Again, complete. Really nice racing game. A couple of role-playing games here that I struggle with role-playing games. First one here, right, I'll show you this one. Final Fantasy 13-2. I don't know if that's the right way of saying it. And again, I don't know, these Final Fantasy games, I get mixed up with them all. I've tried Final Fantasy a long time ago. It's not my type of game. It's too role playing for my liking. You know, it's you're battling every so often, and you're having to build up your stats and all that kind of stuff. I know they're big games and they're big You know, a lot of people play them. And I've got Final Fantasy 13. This is obviously Dash 2, and I have got another one. And again, it must be different because it's Final Fantasy 13, but it's Lightning Returns. So, and I think there's another couple that I need to get for the collection. Another role-playing game I got is Divinity 2, Ego Draconis. This comes with a massive manual. It's really, really thick. I know you can't, and it's all in English. Obviously, it's a role-playing game, dragons, and such. That's all I know of it. I never even put it in to try it. When I buy these games, I put them in to have a wee shot of, but I thought I'll end up spending half an hour, you know, probably doing your character at the very start. Whereas these other games I can just shove in and have a game, like Colin McRae Dirt, really good game. I'm surprised I've never had this one. I've got 3 of them, so this is the 4th one I've got. Obviously it's the original Dirt. And even when you pick Colin McRae rally games in for the previous generation, well, the previous generation, PlayStation 2, your Xbox, they're still really good games. So there's the first one. I've got the original one now. So that's me got the 4 of them. I don't know if I need any more after that, but I've got 4 of them now. Again, they're all complete. Game. Now I didn't always go into game. Didn't really tend to buy anything from game. The prices didn't seem to be that great. And I like to kind of go around and get the best prices. They've got the 3 for 2 on it at the moment, but then I just feel they'd put the individual prices up each game up by a couple of pounds, so you're not really gaining any. But I went in the other day and I saw these games. First of all, I saw the 2 fighting ones, £2.99 each, and I thought, okay, if I can find another one at £2.99, I'm going to get the 3 games for, you know, £6. That would do me. So I'll show you the third game I got to go with these 2, Shell Shock 2 Blood Trails. It's a nice looking game. I'm not sure if Shell Shock was on the original Xbox, I'll have to check that. £2.99. The 2 fighting games I picked up, I was kind of surprised they were cheap, although I've never really heard of them and I'm not into fighting, so I only know the big fighting games, your Street Fighter and, you know, Tekken and that stuff. These other games I don't really know. Although it says voted best fighting game of the year, 9.4 out of 10 by IGN. When it came out, and it's BlazBlue Calamity Trigger. And I've got the other one, which is BlazBlue or BlazBlue Continuum Shifts. £2.99 each. Absolutely gorgeous looking games. I put them on to try. I'll put the first one in. This one, maybe. Well, that one, I can't mind. I put one of them on anyway, and it's gorgeous looking. Anime. Colours were fantastic. I end up just pushing any buttons. I try and, you know, figure out what button does what, kick, punch, and then try different moves. But with me not being a big fighting fan, I remember playing the fighting Mortal Kombat, but that was years and years ago. And I can't mind what the left, right, and then your button and get over here. But it looked good. I mean, but the thing is, it's not a game I'll come out and go, right, I fancy it, I'm going to put it back on again. But I did have a good wee play with it. I mean, I played it for a good, 40 minutes, 50 minutes, and it looked absolutely amazing. I thought the colours and the graphics were outstanding. So if you're into fighters, I would obviously go and try them out and have a wee look and see what you think. I did recognise some of the anime characters in there, although I'm not big into anime. I wouldn't even say I'm into anime, but I did recognise some of the characters. So for you guys that are into anime, you probably recognise them more than I would. Both complete, I've opened them up, but anyway, they're both complete. So that's me on 510 games. 510 Xbox 360 games, and that's physical games. I think I've said this before, but my plan is to try and get some gameplays up of games that, you know, maybe people have not heard of. The ones that kind of slipped under the radar. The ones that maybe weren't that great, and they got released and nobody kind of bought them. Because sometimes these games are alright. Just because they slipped under the radar doesn't mean to say they're really, really bad. The fact that there's that many games for Xbox 360 that there's something there for everybody. Whether you're into your kind of anime fighting games, or everybody knows your big kind of budget games, your big Call of Duties, but and your FIFAs, and you know, everybody's head in, but there's a lot out there that you know, that cater for all different styles. My plan is to try and get them up and show them on my channel instead of doing pick up videos, because odds they seem to be pick up videos. And I'm looking at it and I've got a huge pile of retro stuff I've picked up in the last couple of weeks. 5 PlayStation 1 games and PlayStation 2 and original Xbox. Certainly to do a video as well, and it's like, and I look at my channel, it's all pick up videos I've done. So I want to try and change it up a wee bit. Anyway, I'll finish it there and I can get these games on the shelf. And till next time, cheers.